Hello, this is Adam Beanstock here. That was the sort of link passage of the last movement, the presto movement of Mozart's Hafner Symphony, number 35, and I'd just like to show you the music here. This little 5-bar phrase at the top here, it's presto, 2 in a bar. So the eventual speed is pretty fast. So when you're playing at that speed, you've got no time to think about individual notes. So we're doing a really slow practice here. And I've marked these notes and doing the fingering. It's piano, 1P, but all the strings are in octaves. And so if you don't get this right, it will sound messy. So you either leave it out or play it, basically. And I think there's one advice if you're playing in an amateur orchestra. So don't add to the already confusion and mess of it. So, so separate bows. You've got a D sharp there. Then go into half position. So half position and then back into first position. So those first 2 bars. Then back into half position there. Then you've got a C sharp, that bottom note, going slow to half position as if you're playing the chromatic scale, but you're not. So if you go up the scale in half position, because we often use half position in chromatic scales, but this is not chromatic. You've got a semitone, tone. So you've got semitone and tone, and semitone up to the G open string. And then back into first position, the last bit. So you've got to get that as much as, and then try doing 2 in a bow. Oops. So that's the case in point. You go as if you're doing half position, if you're doing the chromatic. So it's an intonation issue. I need to make sure you've got to be 100% sure of these notes, and then 2 in a bow, 4 in a bow. Yeah, it's not 100%. Because I think, and then eventually do 4 in a bow, and then as written, you got 8 in a bow, and then you got actually on this last phrase, you've got 12. We've got 14 notes to bow. I don't know how they're going to bow it, but it's very difficult at that slow speed to fit all those notes in one bow. Anyway, yes, sorry about the errors, but I'll need to practice this more. But as I was saying, when get the notes first of all, separate bows, and when you do the bowing, it's a bit like patting your tummy or patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time. You've got something else to think about when you're doing the bowing, and that can cause some error with the notes as well. So that's what I'm finding. So separate bows. So make sure separate bows those notes, and then do the slurs as you got more confidence using the metronome. I got it up to 116. So the eventual speed. La da 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 dum, dee dee dilly dee dee dee, la da da dum, 2 1 2. That is the speed. That's 1 2. Dee 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 dee. 1 2 1 2. So that is 116, but I mean, you know, and then you've got to play it with that. I can't even play. Can't play it. But that's the eventual speed, and it's got to work up to that. So that's 1 2. So I'll record this another time, I think.